Got my coffee, and I'm heading into Venice Beach. I'm going to be doing a photo shoot about noon, but if I leave early, I'll miss an awful lot of traffic here. And driving into the sunrise is a great way to start a day. I was about 5 miles out of town. It's supposed to be sunny and 77 degrees today. By the time I get into town, this coffee's going to be finished and I'll need a new one. Later on in this video, you'll understand why I'm showing you how easily I drive around in a city in my bus. So my gear's set out. We've already done a couple of shots over here on near the boardwalk under those palm trees. And here's my model for the day. How do I pronounce your name again? Radiana, awesome. You're from Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
It's gone down. The ground is gray. It's very gray instead of being sunny and warm. It's nowhere near as warm as it was when we were shooting. But, you know, I just a few minutes ago, in fact, I'll turn it on, my friend in Vancouver, Chrome with Vancity Vanlife, has been talking about today. He's talking about our mutual friend who has a motorhome in Vancouver. They're talking about a vehicle, vans, stealth vans.
Jeff lives in is that a Class C? Jeff, your RV Class C?
Yep.
So Jeff lives in a Class C RV. And for quite a while now, he's been talking about getting rid of the Class C and moving into a cargo van, like something my size. And while I was in here today, just doing some work around the van, he was at his table over there doing some wood carving. And I hear the voice over there going, "Wow, Chrome, watching you move around that van changes his mind about living in a low roof," he's over there laughing, "in a low roof van."
So I know both of these guys. They both know my bus very well. And yet their little discussion they're having is about vans and motorhomes. Both of them much more expensive than my bus. And as you can see, I'm able to park at the beach in Los Angeles at all the beaches. Yesterday you noticed that one person gave me a hard time. But the rules are that I can park my 20-foot vehicle anywhere. And so I really don't have any of these parking problems that these guys are talking about. I'm 6'1". I get to walk around in my bus, and it's 1.5 foot wider than a van. So I have just under 100 square foot apartment, while they have something like 80 square feet, something like that. But the biggest thing about my bus is that I can stand up in it. And I can park it wherever I feel like.
Parking problems?
Yeah. Oh, but I'm just trying to give you some insight.
Yeah, and it's true though. he was just saying that he wants to travel in his vehicle, and what he finds in the RV is that when he goes to a town, he can't maneuver around that town like a normal human being. He can't.
So I'm driving around the country showing everybody how easy it is to park, maneuver, and deal with life if you're living in something like a bus. My friends Chrome and Jeff don't even watch my videos, so they haven't been able to figure that out yet. They're going to be discussing vans, only vans, and motorhomes, and they're not going to include school buses in the conversation.
The headlines and everything, and even when you're reading through the articles, everything said RVs and larger vehicles. So that's been one of the reasons why he wants to get out of living in an RV, is because the RVs kind of are sitting in a pretty negative stigma right now, right? Where I kind of slide out underneath a wire. People don't even know I'm in their towns. I'm just sleeping on the streets, having a great time, going about my day being incognito.
Yeah, you want to be incognito. You sure don't want people to like see a sign on the side of your bus that tells them who you are. I'm kind of kidding. One of the safest things in life is to be able to be open enough so that you don't care what people see or people think. In fact, if anybody wants to find out who I am, they just got to go on YouTube.
You might want to go out and rent yourself a few moving trucks. Go rent a small minivan and see if you can sleep in it for a night. Then maybe the next night go rent a cargo van with a low roof and try that. Then go rent a big one. What's it going to take? Maybe $300 worth of rentals over a few days?
The biggest thing that you need to know if you're trying to figure out what you're going to buy is the length of the vehicle. Parking everywhere is in a city is restricted to 20-foot vehicles, except on some unposted areas on some streets where there is no parking meter or anything like that. But 20 feet means you're not going to have a problem. 22 feet means you're going to start having problems. 24 feet means you seriously have problems, and 26 feet means you just don't go into the city. Not many people want to be crawling around all day. It's comfortable enough if you spend a lot of time outside and you're in an environment that's warm and you can get outside, but I don't think I would want to spend my entire day inside some vehicle that I couldn't stand up. So I only made this as kind of a lark. I didn't have content for the day because my model wasn't very outspoken, so she wasn't really appropriate to put in the video. And I really didn't know what to say, but while my pictures were downloading, I got a glimpse of Chrome's videos. I watch them every day, so it's not an unusual occurrence for me to find them there, but it's pretty strange for me to make a rebuttal video, which I've actually done just kind of to have some fun. To me, it doesn't really matter what you decide to buy for a vehicle. Obviously, if you want to be as hidden as possible and create as little attention as possible, it is a good idea to buy the smallest little thing you can find. If, on the other hand, you want to have comfort in your vehicle, you want to have the biggest thing you can find. But 20 feet should be your limit. That's all I can say. You can have a box truck, you can have a bus, you can have a van, you can have a minivan, you could have anything you want. But don't go over 20 feet if you want to be living in an urban environment. If you're going to go and always, every day, spend your time in a desert or someplace where you can park a 40-foot bus, then you're basically able to make a house, and then you've got all the room you got. But then you're going to have a vehicle that you tow behind it, or a motorcycle or two, or something like that. Anyway, the key is 20 feet. 20 feet. Trying to figure it out. 7 or 8 meters, something like that. Get a calculator, you'll be able to figure it out. But almost all vehicles that use, like just as an example, a 20-foot pickup truck, it has an 8-foot box and a crew cab. In other words, a front seat and a back seat. They are the same length as this bus. In fact, some of them, current E350 Ford pickup truck is actually bigger than this bus in terms of its footprint. Anyhow, that's it. I don't want to tell you anymore. Just 20 feet. Stay under 20 feet. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. You get a thumbs up for sticking around right through this thing. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.